Greetings, gaming citizens. MCM Mike here. Welcome back to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. Last episode, we started the Future Connected expansion to the story, only present in the definitive version. For those who don't know, it started off with Shulk and Melia's ship crashing on the Bionis shoulder. And along the way, we met two Napon, Ricky's children, Nene and Kino, who are a lot like Ryan and Charla. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. And now we are looking for all the Ponspectors so that we can be strong enough to take down the Fog King. If you're enjoying this series so far, I highly recommend leaving a like on the video. It helps me out. Feeds my videos into the algorithm, or so I'm told. But also, more importantly, subscribe so you don't miss stream VODs and other gaming content from yours truly. I just finished writing the Game Awards video, so I'm trying to get that out as soon as possible, so you don't want to miss that video. I know I say this like every time, but really, like, the Game Awards experience was so cool. If you want to talk about anything Game Awards, Xenoblade, or just anything gaming related, join me on Twitch. Link is in the description down below. With that, let's try to find the Xenoblade, because I haven't found it yet. I'm starting to get worried that there's no sword called the Xenoblade. If it turns out that there's no sword called the Xenoblade in this game, I'll be very disappointed. I want my money back if there isn't a Xenoblade. Alright. So, how are we on gems? We can't fuse anything. Let's see, muscle up, slow, physical defense down, topple plus. Oh, sleep resist could be nice. Big stabby stab. I do love the big stabby stab. It is stabbing season. Water bottles blocking the screen. Alright. Ether protects? No, I don't think so. The sleep resistance sounds good, but we don't really deal with sleep. We need to do something about days, because that seems to be like our biggest problem. Nothing we could really do with you. Or you. Or you. Really, we can't do anything with anybody. Agility down could be good, but ether defense is... Yeah, we kind of need to keep that on good old melee. Bleed defense. We don't really deal with bleed. So we'll give you... You know, actually, we don't even use Melia. Why do we even give her gems? I don't know. And you know what? I'm going to change Shulk to not wear a hood so that we could see his, like, luscious locks. Look at the boy. Look at the boy. We love a dapper boy. Instead of showing affection under a mistletoe, have a brawl. I would be so down for that. It's just like Super Smash Brothers, but just... I don't know. Someone leans in for a kiss, but you lean in for a punch. I feel like that would be very funny. Do not try this at home. Let's throw that in. Let's make this the best heal we can. Do that. And then we're gonna improve some skills. Oh, that is... Yeah, we need to improve the damage that these ones are putting out. Sword drive... Oh, sword drive is real good. Lariat, yes. Oh, that's it. Time to deck some halt. Yes, I am here for that. I'm gonna level this up. And then Melia. If anyone does it... Hey! What do you mean? Are you saying I can't fight? I mean, you're right, but... Can you not be? No, if I was in a fight, oh god, I would not survive at all. God, I don't know. I can't say I've ever been in a fight, but I think there was like one time in high school, I had a friend, or still have a friend. I don't know. She doesn't hate me yet, but one thing she always liked to say was fight me, just in general. So at one point, I'm kind of just, I kind of want to test the water, so I'm like, all right, I'll fight you. She gets it to an actual stance. This girl is like a pretty high rank in Taekwondo, by the way, which I didn't really think about before I said that. She's like in a perfect fighting stance, and all my friends in that class were just like, yeah, Thea's gonna kick your ass. And like, yeah, I feel like if I actually went for that, I would have gotten my ass beat that day. Speaking of getting clapped, that's kind of me right now. You know, why did I think that was a good idea? And why do I want to try that again? I've played you against fighting games back at PAX. Am I good at fighting it? Are you sure I wasn't like... Are you sure you weren't like... intoxicated? I feel like you can only like lose to me if you're drunk. Like, I am not great at video games, as you could see. When it comes to puzzles, we have a shared brain set. Oh my god, that is so true. Not to say that you have a single brain cell. I mean that, like, generally speaking, I frequently lack the brain cells. Alright, there we go. I miss PAX. I really hope I can go back. Because I think, like... I want to say that... It was like the tail end... Or not the tail end, but like... The very start of the pandemic. When PAX happened. I miss it so much. Conventions are always so much fun. There was like that whole thing about there was like a scientific conference that happened the same weekend as PAX, and everyone thought that like PAX was the super spreader event. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Also, can I stop dying? There we go. Let's see. I'm a miner who was on a sugar high and serotonin high, mostly because I was just happy to be there. Yeah. Yep. Relatable. We're gonna go with... That's a special enemy, so I think we're gonna go for the major damage. Oh shit, I missed that one. Oh, wow, that did some pretty good damage. Wow. I keep saying wow. One in my own Wilson. Ooh, those are some good weapons. I can fit in a backpack? I mean... Probably. You know what? If I can find a backpack of that size, then I will make it work. If I can find, like... I don't know, like a body bag I don't know, I'll just be like, yeah, I'm carrying, like, my dead grandfather or something. They'll believe that, right? Okay, at this point, I think I'm the one that's going to be dead, because, good God, I suck at this. Wait, why is there a treasure chest right here? Have I been here before? You're also 5'4". Oh yeah, plenty of my college friends are like that height. I'm a giant amongst small people. Oh no, I'm only 5'10". I'm 5'10", so I'm like 2 inches away from being accepted on Tinder. But also, yeah, like, generally, like, I know it seems like I know a lot of people, but I actually don't know as many developers as I look like I do. Like, when I went to the Game Awards, like, I barely knew anybody there. It was so awkward. Oh, he disappeared. Neat. Okay. We got some new equipment. Let's put that on. I believe that goes to you. Ooh. Yes. Sapling vest. Oh, that's for Kino. I give good hugs, though. Okay, I can't take the credit for that. I get that skill from my mom. Like, I get the good hug aspect from my mother because she gives amazing hugs. But thank you, though. We probably need either defense up on this one. Yeah, let's do that. Don't count me on this. I think I still have my note in a bottle from PAX. Oh, yeah, I think I still have mine from that one. I feel bad because I don't remember what it was called. But I know it was an indie game. Welcome to Elk, I think it was called. I remember that. That was fun. Like where they had you like swap facial features. I loved that part. Like I just I miss conventions. There is just like a special kind of energy that you get with going to a convention that I just miss so much. There's a Ponspecting over there. I can't reach that. How do I get over there, actually? Is there, like, something through Cragmaw Caverns I go to? I might be going the wrong way. Yeah, I see something that would lead us there. But yeah, that was a good time. I feel like leave it to indie devs to find the most creative ways to advertise their games. Like, that was just really neat. But also bonus points if you have, like, pins, because I'm a pin collector. So, like, if you have a pin, you can guarantee that I'll be there. And why do I have an addiction to pins? Good question. Okay, what level is that thing? That is level 68. That's not the funny number. So I feel disappointed. Looks like mutated Shrek. I think it's terrifying. Oh, shit. Hey, Shadow of the Colossus called. They want their bad guy back. Alright, gonna quickly take this thing down. Wow, this thing is a lot weaker than it looks. Get wrecked, noob. If you put me in a PAX Void, it would just be... Here we have Ghost. It's gremlin noises. That's so true. Sup, fellow gays. That's like the new hip Thomas Sanders right there. Like, I feel like if Thomas Sanders was like 15, that would be his YouTube intro. He'd be like, sup, fellow gays. Oh, we have to go all the way down there? Oh, I don't want to do that. But also, I can relate to that whole gremlin thing because, so, for those who don't know, my current job, I work on the production team at my school's esports program. So I work on, like, I spectate the games. And I like to call myself a broadcast gremlin because me and my coworker are just, like... We're just in the production room, just doing our thing. So I like to think that if you open the door, like, you just see me hunched over a computer monitor, and I just sound like Smeargle from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'd just be like, spectating, or something like that. I have to go. Enjoy the game. I will try. And happy holidays to you as well. Whichever you celebrate, I'm not quite sure. I need to say, like, happy holidays now, because we are more accepting than ever, and I love that. Being inclusive is pretty pog. And sneak up. The best surprises are through the butt. Don't question that. All right, come on. See, that's the last one. Leg Wolf. Perfect. Alright, let's go back to the Ponspector. More like Pogspector, am I right, gamers? Did I say the funny gamer word? I'll take that as a no. Alright, there's another one added to our collection? 40k experience, oh my god. So we only need 5 more, it looks like. Learn the whereabouts of further Ponspectors, alright. So it's probably, they're all probably in places that we haven't even been to yet, right? Yeah, they totally are. They're on the right side? Alright. We have to go there for the story anyway. Perfect. Let's see. Would falling from this height kill me? Because, like, I want to take a shortcut, but I don't want to break my legs. I think I have fallen from this height before and been fine. You know what? Let's test it. Wait, nope, that does not look good. Oh. Huh. We take those. Going through the woods. Thul's Way. Gotta wonder how they come up with like half the names for these places. Like, what is a Thul's? I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm honestly just trying to make up conversation. Because if there's one thing I'm not good at, it's starting conversations. Another ether deposit. Paralysis. A daze up? Okay, that's good. Daze play. Can we get like a daze resist though? Because it feels like we keep running into daze. And I really want to like make that not happen. There is also a promising ether deposit over here. I would like to get that. This is probably going to be strength up. Which I think will be very helpful because we kind of need more of a defensive aspect to our stats. Okay, aggro up. Okay, not quite what I wanted. Let's see. The other Ponspector is over here, so I think before we continue with the story, we're going to go grab that. Grab them. Oh, they're up there. How do we get up there? Because, like, the map doesn't show any kind of, like, pathway up there. Wait, maybe there's something down here? Because I see, like, in the back, there's, like, a little bit of a pathway. I don't know what that means. I think this might... Yeah, okay. There it is. It's like a ruins of some kind. Another Pororo's favorite. I feel like Pororo is just going to be the last Ponspector, and we just need to grab all of those that we see. That's going to be a pain to do. Alright. What are these? Leg Tokilos. Tokilos? Oh, who is you? Cyclonic Ugana. Are you gonna get out? I think it's at this point that my freedom of speech needs to be revoked for the sheer volume of puns that I make. We are screwed. Alright, we're gonna go Monado Shield. This is gonna be really challenging. Okay, perfect. Got another one of those down. Alright, Monado Armor. Okay, immune to break. That's not good. Kurudusu. Daze. Yeah, see, there it is again. Like, Daze is just... Oh, it murders us. Okay. Area attack with Daze. Strength down. Yes, we'll do that. Perfect. Alright, so now we just got this one left. Alright, we could do another one of these. We'll do Red Comet. Nice. Oh my god. Ooh, more arts coins. Alright. So we can buy more arts books with those. There it is. Alright. Let's go grab this ether deposit now. Topple resist. Again, I would prefer a daze resist, but whatever. I guess topple resist isn't too bad. But it's just they can topple us or they can daze us immediately without having to topple. That's what's irritating. Okay, the lack of ambient sound here is kind of unsettling. Alright, Sky Garden Ruins. Here's one of the Ponspectors. So... where are the quests? Defeat the bodacious Rogals on the terrace of Whisperwind Crossing, which I don't think we've been there yet? Yeah, so we'll have to explore that at a later point. I wish there was an easy way to teleport up here, though. Because that means, like, we're probably going to have to fight that exact, like, boss every single time, right? Let's see. What does the area map here say? This is... yeah, Old King's Testament? Was it? Yeah, they just respawn. Oh, that's not fun. Alright, well, we're just going to run out of here and then move on a bit with the story. Because I will be able to explore a lot more. Alright, we're going to walk a bit slow for that one. Actually, we should be able to get away with that. Yeah, okay. Kind of like how I get away with tax evasion. Alright, and here we are. This looks pretty fortified over here.
Greetings. We have heard from Teelan that a man called Radsum lives within these walls.
Ah, friends of Teelan's, are you?
Sure.
Go on, in you get.
You're letting us straight through.
You don't look particularly concerning, is all. These walls are imposing, but they aren't here for controlling foot traffic. They're to keep savage monsters from having themselves a rampage.
Wouldn't a monster easily be able to break down a wooden door?
Well, we'll be going then.
Vikings! Sorry for time taking.
Yeah, what's stopping a monster from just going through a plank of wood? That tower, I immediately want to go there because that looks cool. Like, look at that. That looks badass. I imagine this is where we have to go. See, the Grandel Ramparts. Alright, there's quite a few side quests going on around here. So I guess this place is significant? I don't know, it looks like a very social hub for a lot of character interactions. It's nice that you can just run around in the wheat fields. It's a nice little touch, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, there's a yellow dot? I don't think I've seen that before.
Me.
Huh. I don't know, maybe they've had yellow dots before, but I've never noticed that. Okay, yeah, here we go. This makes a lot more sense. That looks like a whole town. And there's another Ponspecting. Let's see, this should be a landmark. Yeah, Grandel. Or it's a location, not a landmark. Mr. Ponspecting, sir.
One just want naps.
Good old 1-1. Let's see. Gather the 11 Ponspectors. So we need to have every other one. Recommended level 74. Oh my god. So we need the other 11. That better be important. Okay, yeah, here's the landmark. Well, this looks neat. So it looks like that tower was like a city, town center.
Nene, look! What splendid armor! Oh, it's true! Scales so shiny and sparkly!
Where? I don't see any sparkles.
If you ask me.
Different subtle. Sure is.
Really? Pardon me.
Helmeline?
Have you come from Companion's Cape, by any chance?
We've just come from the laboratory. But we were at the Cape just before that.
And was everyone there all right?
Yes, it seemed to me.
Thank goodness. That's a relief to hear. Is something wrong? You may be aware, but originally, we all lived here together as a group. But then, some left because there are machina here. Exactly. At first, we managed to tolerate each other in relative harmony. Obviously, we had our share of friction. What happened? Well, the final straw was something trivial. The companions tried all sorts of ploys to retake the capital, but none of the plans succeeded. Many soldiers were lost this way. One machina had had enough and told them to just give up. And that's when it happened. Yeah. They shouted, if you rust rats hadn't betrayed us, we wouldn't have lost our brethren and our homes in the first place. Things got heated, and then they left and didn't look back. They shouldn't have forgotten that we all lost friends, family, and homes. They're soldiers, ma'am. In the war, they put everything on the line for their country. And so, when their country was taken from them, the extent of their anger and resentment was fully understandable. Yes. Still, we who stayed behind don't bear them any grudges. They protected us all, for a long time regardless of race.
Based.
Bear in mind, in the end, they didn't cast the machina out. They left the safety of our walls of their own volition. That's why we pledged that if they chose to return, we'd welcome them back and meet them with a smile. I will do whatever is in my power to make it so.
Nene, white eyes sweating. Inflammation of tear ducts.
By the way, we have heard that someone by the name of Ratsum lives here. Ransom. Yes, he lives over there.
He better be as rad as his name is suggesting, or I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Over there.
You can't have the word rad in your name and not be the most tubular person on the planet.
It was Ransom, actually. He was the one who told the companions to give up their quest. Right. I see.
All right. Let's go and see him straight away.
Yes, let's.
Alright, well, let's first go to the ether deposit because priorities, what are those? Let's see. Days resist, finally! Ah, we love to see that. Let's see. Ooh, a shop. Alright, what do you got, shopkeep? Wow, this stuff sucks. Yeah, what even... Yeah, this stuff is terrible. You know what? We'll wait to change all of our gear around before we go in there. For you...
Hello.
Okay, you actually look like you have good stuff. Oh, but again, we need to make sure all of our gear's up to date. Let's see, the Grand Arch. Alright, this looks like Radzim.
Are you perchance Ransom?
Yeah, that's me. How do you know my name?
Teelan mentioned you. You are his fellow researcher.
Oh, I see. Teelan sent you. Him and Tyree are still getting on okay?
Quite. Though she did give him a good scolding earlier.
Went to Alchemoth again, did he? I did warn him not to be reckless. But when it comes to his research, that boy has tunnel vision. To be honest, so does Tyree.
Sounds like a certain Shulk that I know.
No, hardly ever. She's even more focused on the work than Teelan. I couldn't begin to guess why she's so driven.
It must be about her mother after all.
Because of her dead ma.
Ransom, we have questions. About the Fog King.
Well, I guess he hasn't the foggiest. I tried.
I see. That's why you're so curious.
We need more to go on. What can you tell us?
Because of the Telethia's ether field, the Fog King and his fog beasts seem, well, unable to escape Alchemoth.
Ether field?
Yeah. It's the means by which Telethia eliminate any excess ether that they absorb. Now, the Fog King and his beasts happen to give off an awful lot of ether.
I see. So all Telethia in the vicinity flock there to feed on the ether. And as a result, keep the threat contained.
Oh, this hot noggin of Kino. It get worse if not shut up.
But my ether, it worked against fog beasts, but not the Fog King. Or rather, it didn't even seem to make direct contact with him.
Shulk, Melia, would you do me a favor and head to Teelan's lab, borrow his Telethia research notes for me?
Sure, we can do that for you.
There's something I'd like to look up about the Telethia's ether field.
Understood.
On another note, we heard that you spoke out against the companions.
I voiced an opinion, yes. I can understand their impatience. Their ancestral home was right there. However, I couldn't abide watching them throw away more lives for nothing.
Nothing. Sounds quite stark.
At first, there were hundreds of us living here. But now, well, you've seen for yourselves.
And all because of the Fog
Y'all
King.
dead.
Yeah. So I think you can see why I said what I said. If we end up extinct, we'll have won nothing.
Well spoken. But I'm sure the companions would find those words hard to swallow. I'm sorry. Your people are no more free to go home than we are.
No need for you to.
I mean, we're not even, like,
In
from
truth,
here.
It's not costing me any sleep.
Like, we're technically free to go home. It's just we can't because, you know, the ship.
They've stayed put since then.
When you put it like that,
Well, when you put it like that, what?
the people of Grandel, they're living under considerable strain, not knowing what became of their homes, and with no means of return.
But that's also true of Maxis. His people lost their homes too.
Yes, but they're feeling desperate, and it's making them unreasonable.
It too sad.
We were like that too once.
Sadness is cringe.
Yes, we were.
That true?
But we learned, eventually. All because we wanted to protect the world.
Ugh, the way the sun looks in this shot.
A dream a reality. We brought down Zanza.
Yeah, you literally just killed God. You should try it sometime.
Unity, because we shared a goal.
Radzum's folk, the companions.
We all shared a goal, power, friendship, and, you know, bullshit
shared the
like
same
that.
goal.
Defeating the Fog King and returning home.
Sounds like job for Hero Punkino. Just let Nene at him.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Power, friendship.
Mama,
Woo! Oh, shit.
Is that
We get it, you vape. What is the Fog King, if not a sentient vape cloud?
It's like the one we saw in Alchemoth, but much, much larger.
You're right.
Shulk, let's see if we can get closer.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that quite yet. We still need to check our armor and stuff. Gotta make sure we're in the right place to do this kind of stuff. Also, we're gonna do a little bit of exploring. Some exploring. If we can, like, get anywhere. I don't know how to climb this place. Okay, there we go. There we don't go. Aha! Sounds like a really bad sneeze. Nene, can you, like, not? I can hear that in the back of my head, and I hate it. We're gonna try to reach the top of this tower, see if there's any secrets. I feel like they would totally put something up here. They have to. If they don't, I'll sue. I'll sue for disappointment. Alright, and wow. Unsurprised. Okay, there's Eternal Zenith. Xenoblade Chronicles. Fall down here. Try not to break our legs. Ooh, there is something in here. Is this a secret treasure? Yo. Heat sink 4. Interesting. I guess that's like a resistance to fire-based attacks? Alright. Let's... What's that? Looks like a ship. Alright. Let's... check our gear real quick. Just so I know that we're in the right place. Let's see. Can Shulk wear anything new? No, he cannot. Okay, nothing new here. Alright, we're probably gonna do... probably this one. The thing is, it has the 3 gems, which I really like. Let's see, what about this? Oh, all around, this is just a great upgrade. Yeah, no question. We are going to do, let's see. Ether rifle overheating by 30%, sure. Sure, I guess HP or ether defense up. And then paralysis. That will give you debuff resist. And Melia, we haven't bought you anything because your AI sucks. That is useless. Wow. We're gonna keep that weapon. So now that we got that figured out, we are going to sell our armor and unused stuff, and then we'll start buying some new stuff. We're probably not going to have a lot of money. Yeah, we're not going to have a lot. Oh, we can't sell that. Wait, why? Alright then. Sell that. Alright, cool. Actually, let's also check the Collectopedia in case there's any, like, free gems that we're missing out on. There is not. But you know what? For completion's sake, why not? Alright. Let's try to buy some stuff from you. Oh, that's pretty good. Again, 3 slots, but also, like, max auto attack. That's really good. Yeah, I can see that working. I just realized I don't have chat on my screen. I should always keep that up. All right. I really like those numbers. I think we're gonna buy it. Well, we'll go with what we have for now, but that is definitely on my radar. That is really good for Shulk. Yeah. That's also really good for Kino. A lot of good stuff all around. Everything is so expensive, though. Yeah, I guess all the more reason to do side quests. I think we want to improve Shulk as much as we can because he's like our main guy. That's my logic here. Oh my god, I wish I could afford that. That is a lot of money, good god. And the worst part is we can't get armor from as like battle drops anymore. That kind of sucks. We'll buy... We're gonna buy this for Nene. Just because those are really good numbers. Yeah, a lot more of a benefit. Those gloves are really good for ether defense. Oh, I'd love to buy those, but no way. 22k? No, thank you. We probably want to beef up Nene a bit. Give this to Shulk. Is there anything else we can buy while we're at it? No. Alright. Yeah, that does wonders for Shulk's ether defense. I always forget what I buy for every party member. First I got like one thing for everybody. Did I not get you anything? Oh, well, sucks for you, I guess. Alright, I guess you're fine then. Cool. And then we'll sell what we're not using. I might want to keep that, actually. We could definitely part with that. Okay. And then, oh yeah, we never did gems, did we? What can we add to you? Daze resist. No brainer. We're gonna give you... Your HP's pretty good right now. Sleep resist. We don't want our healer sleeping. And then topple resist. Perfect. All right. Beautiful. We're gonna pick up any side quests that we can. Just so that we could do like more stuff and get and, you know, try to get as much money as we can, because we really haven't been able to get that much money through this entire side story. And I really would like to make sure we are able to buy, like, all the armor we can for the end of this mini story. I know it's weird to be talking about finances in an RPG, but, like, I don't know, I feel like a bank teller. Saw ether deposits. Let's see, Cerulean Shard. Okay, I feel bad for not actually reading all the text options, but at the same time, like, I just don't have the capacity to read all of that right now. Maybe I should stop streaming at night. I feel like that would probably help me. It's just I don't really have much time during the day. Or, like, I do have time during the day, but, like, I share the downstairs with my dad. His office is here, and I just don't want to interrupt him while he's working. So I just let him do his thing, and I do mine. We both kind of mutually agree that we're both doing our own little things around here. Okay, I need to go around in order to get to this ether deposit. This better be worth it. Probably won't be. Good God, I'm yawning. Okay, there it is. See, blue, probably going to be HP up or something. Oh, recovery up. Okay, that's good. Spike defense, nice. Spike defense. Area maps. Can we fast travel? There is a good quest over there, I'm sure. I don't see any other Ponspectors, so I think we're going to warp over here so that we can get to side questing. You know, get a few side quests done, get a little bit productive. Okay, just pick up an item over here. Okay, that's easy. Yeah, okay. Peace. All right. I'll just jump back up here, and we are already done with the side quest. That's just really fast. Like, I could always appreciate an RPG that includes fast travel. Reinforced ether pick. Okay. That is really good. Let's set a marker over here. We're going to go over to that ether deposit and actually try the new ether pick, because I want to see how good it is. Because it's reinforced, so it's making me think that, like, it's making me think that we're going to get, like, higher ranked gems now, which would be really nice. Alright. Yep, there it is in the distance. So that's orange, so that's going to be like muscle up. Yeah, I don't know what else it could be. What is that? That is a Karis Nebula. Enemy names are pretty interesting, I gotta say. Like, some of the Mechon had odd names. Like, it would have, like, a letter, a couple numbers, and then just some random, like, name in all caps. And I never understood why. Ooh, attack plus. Holy. That is really good. That was very much worth my time. Holy shit. Let's go equip that, actually. Increases instant death. We haven't really dealt with instant death, so I don't see a need to fix that. But attack plus. Oh my god. Reduces. Oh my god. Yeah. Let's like put attack plus 4. Yeah. That is really good. What the hell? Aggro down. Yes. Aggro down. There we go. Paralysis 2? Eh. Alright, I think we're good here. That was a good find. I'm very happy I went out of my way for that one. Gotta be honest, I kind of can't wait for the series to be over so I could put out that highlight reel video. Because over time, I was kind of chipping away at editing it. And I think that's something you're all really going to enjoy watching. Some really fun moments, a lot of dick jokes, which is roughly like the humor that you see around here. Cannot tell anyone that fell from tree. Whoever heard of Nopon girl who can't climb trees? What? Do we have to... Do we switch to Nene or something? Okay, there we go. Alright. A peppidy herb from the Cragmaw Caverns. Oh, that's a bit of a hike. But we could probably make that work. Alright. Where do we actually have to go? Oh my god. Let's go to Whisperwind Crossing, actually. Because I want to get some story progress done. Like, I want to make sure some progress has been made.
What is happening over there?
Oh, shit. Yo. Okay, so it looks like the Fog King is, like, possessing enemies?
Miss Melly, look ahead.
Okay, so it looks like that's what the Fog King is doing to prevent people from going back to Alchemoth. Must be some kind of a defense maneuver. Gotta say, I'm not a fan of the particle effect there. Just kind of like the flashing electrical effect. I don't know why. It just does not look good. That black, like, smoke effect, though, I really like that. Also, why does this song sound like something out of JoJo?
Time for deliberations. Let's go, Shulk.
Got it!
Oh my god, the piano? Holy shit, like, piano player, are you okay? Like... Alright, we're gonna go Shield, just in case. Agents of Shield. Don't sue. Easy. Easy clap.
And not come back.
Well, they kind of disappeared, so they kind of can't.
The fog beasts were meant to be confined within Alchemoth.
I don't think that's where those ones came from.
What do you mean?
Well, because they're, you know, that Eye of Sauron chilling there.
Monsters transform into fog beasts.
Oh no, is that thing gonna become a fog beast?
Oh no, Grandel.
Ah,
What is matter?
the Armus could turn into fog beasts.
Meh, meh. No one to picture that. Must hurry to rescue.
Okay, so even peaceful creatures can be turned into fog beasts. Okay, that is very ungood. That's goodn't. You know, the opposite of good. Goodn't. I'm teaching you all in education today. And as concerning as that is, we're just gonna go side questing. I mean, come on, like, in a time of great crisis, the best thing you can do is help people that aren't in immediate danger. Like, I don't know, my friend was dying, like, the other day, and, you know, normally I help my friends, but, you know, I told my friend, like, you know, while he was going into cardiac arrest, I'm just not a high enough level to, like, help you right now. You know, I don't want to get beaten up by the boss. He's like, nah, it's all good, bro. I'll stop dying for now. You know, story of my life. Alright, there's the peppity herb. I kind of want to get that side quest. There's also plenty of mining spots. I think that's going to be... Yeah, we're going to go there. That looks like just a good place to be right now. Yeah, it looks like an ice type. It's like Pokemon. Ether defense down. Ooh, okay. Ether defense up 4. Yes. I'm here for it. Oh, shit. We gotta fight a bird. 650. If you know the reference, you know the reference. I don't know why I keep making references to bigger streamers. Like, there's no way they're actually gonna know that I said what I said. I don't know. It's part of the thing about, like, the whole being a small streamer. It's, like, kind of just... It's a bit of imposter syndrome sometimes, where it's like, am I even good enough to talk about other streamers? I don't know if it's just me, though. I don't know, I guess it's a unique kind of imposter syndrome. Oh, yes, okay. This is the, Pororo's favorite. Okay, so we have 6 out of 20. So that's the one. That's where those, those things that we keep finding, that's where that comes into play. I can words today, I promise. Okay, apparently one of them is, like, right up there. Is that, like, the corner of a cliff? How do I get up there? Am I dumb? Well, I mean, yes, but that's unrelated. Hmm. Interesting. It's probably on that little crevice, like, right up there. And then I think down here, yes. Would it be smart? Is there even... That is not a safe landing. How do I get down there? Let's check the maps. Okay. Okay, so these are all the Pororo's favorites. That's what that is. Okay. So it looks like there's some kind of, like, entrance down here through a wooded area, and then there's, like, a ruin. you know, I want to do some side quests, but like I don't want to take away from the whole story of the game. It's always very difficult because like I don't want this series to go on longer than it should. Like I want to be able to, you know, finish the story in a reasonable amount of time, but like I also want to do side quests so that, you know, I'm not under-leveled for anything. It's always something that I'm battling with RPGs. Okay. What if we just stop tracking that? Let's see. What about this? See, like this, we could easily do this. What time? I guess we gotta change the... Yeah. It says there's a blue exclamation point right there. What? Why is the map being inconsistent here? It says that it's like right near the marker for where to go. Okay, there it is. What is the quickest way there? Probably right here, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if we just go straight ahead, should take us on the bridge. Yeah, because I think it's like right over there that we need to find the thing. The enemies, I mean. And here's another one. What the... Oh. I'd be worried that was actually something that I needed to be concerned about. Oh, God. Easy clap. Okay, we're just gonna, like, run. Fog Beast surges. Spread a riot surge and draws in nearby monsters. Oh, the riot aura increases level. Oh, so basically we need to like run the heck away. That was almost terrifying. I almost shit yourself. All right. Here are the 3 birds that we need to slay. Oh, it's playing the fun music this time. All right. Do some circling around. Perfect. It's already 1 out of 3. Oh, cool. Here we go. Let's do this one. Easy clap. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, that was a Ponspecting quest. Nice. Let's go grab that That next Ponspector, shall we? Ah, crap. Yep, of course we have to fight these again. Can these just, like, not be alive? That would be very helpful. Like, what's a nice way of saying your existence is an inconvenience to me? Perfect.
Never give up, Spirit is here upon way. Did Nene knock off socks?
It's one of my favorite quotes. Did Nene knock off socks? Alright. I wish there was a landmark on top of this so we didn't have to fight those every time we went through. But thankfully, this should be the last time we'll be near here. Because the only reason we're up here is for the Ponspector. Hello there. Perfect, that's another one. Another one.
One big hop towards true Hereupon.
Alright, so we only need 4 more. I can't believe it. Alright, and then there was a green ether deposit, so I want to look at that. Grab this. Swirly Slash. Aerial Cloak 4. Topple Resist 4, okay. Yo, base game, that would have been real nice. Although I think I had those in base game. There was a Ponspector here this whole time. Well, I guess we have a reason to go down here now. I just really want to get all these Ponspectors because supposedly, like, they are very powerful when you have every single one. So, I mean, we've already seen, like, they clap enemies. Although I will say, I do miss the chain attacks. I really like doing those. Like, racking up huge combos. There's an energy to that sort of thing that rarely goes matched. How do you get down there? Is there an entrance I don't know about? I know it doesn't have anything to do with this area. There has to be. I must be crazy. Like, this entire area is just not accessible from any angle. Like, it looks like there is a pathway there. I'd fall down there, but I don't have the HP for it. Maybe there's something down here? No. Oh, maybe it's something over here. This, like, whole gray area, like... Yeah, because this dark gray... Okay, I should have remembered topography. I remember I had a whole class on that back in, like, middle school. Yeah, so I guess we'll have to go through there. It's just to get to a Ponspector, though. You know what? Should we? Yeah, you know what? We'll just go back to the main story for a bit. And then I could just do my, I could just do the rest of the Ponspectors off stream. Because it's not like we're reading their dialogue.
Your instinct was right, Melia.
Yes, although the rift's influence is spreading far too quickly. Radson, are you fine?
Miss Melia, these armors, it was so sudden.
You can explain later. Let us do the fighting here. You should seek refuge.
Right you are.
Stop those armors.
Yeah.
Bad army. Go to bed without dindins. You show off crushing skills.
Okay, this is gonna be tough. Oh wait, level 60. What the hell am I worried about? Easy clap.
Thank you for that.
Was everyone all right?
Yeah, no major injuries to speak of. All thanks to you, of course.
Kino accepts a year's supply of sweet wasabi as reward.
Keto!
Hereupon, never as compensation.
Base nene.
Shook. Was it the rift's expanding influence that's responsible for our Armu's transformation?
Probably.
Looks like it. We saw it happen before, too. Regular monsters turned into fog beasts, just like that.
That suggests more fog beasts will appear if the rift continues to spread its vileness.
That
Consider
makes
with the size
sense.
it was
That
before,
sounds like
the rift's
process of
effect was
elimination.
limited to the area within the capital, but now it's getting wider.
One moment. In that case, if the rift keeps growing larger,
All monsters everywhere could be changed by the fog.
we
Uh-huh.
must find a way to fight back.
We'll need those research notes for
Have you
that.
tried just like,
Let's head for the lab.
just get like an air purifier or something? Just get like a dehumidifier. Turns all the fog into liquid. Boom. Drink that shit. Now you have like a strength potion. What do you mean that's not how that works? I'm thinking the RPG way. And it's raining. Alright, so apparently one of Pororo's favorites is in here. If it could reveal itself, that would be very helpful. How is it that hard to find, like, a tiny red orb? Oh, I probably have to fall from up there. You know what? I'll do it. You know what? I'll just do it off stream. Let's go. Okay, so we have to go. So you have to go to the laboratory. Yeah, let's go to the laboratory. Maybe more will open up over there. I've been live for 2 hours. Feels like I've barely been live at all. Oh, shit.
Villain, what do you want?
Oh, how did I know?
Stand in the way of a new age dawning.
I knew he was sus.
Sis, I'm scared. It's all right. I'll protect you, and I'll work, I swear.
Behold, the widening rift in the sky.
The Eye of Sauron.
The world abhors you.
You can't tell me that looks like anything
Spare me your
else.
ravings.
Oh, Lady Melia, the hope of our race.
Gelgar, what is this treachery?
As you can see, I am sweeping away some pebbles. Their research is blasphemy against the commingled blood.
Don't you comprehend the import of what you're interrupting? The very future of our race hinges on their work.
You think this is the future?
It's the future connected.
To revive what is long buried. The future of the High Entia is us. We are what the race ought to become. We are the true face of the High Entia.
If not for our ancestors, we would never even have drawn breath.
I mean,
Ancestors?
yeah.
I recognize them not. You, Lady Melia, are our progenitor. You were our beginning, and you will be our future.
Senseless drivel.
So if she's the one that decides the future, she's kind of just giving you like an indirect order to not be an ass.
My mercy.
Melia,
Why won't you understand? Why won't you accept that we are the ones destined to lead?
You will not so easily refute our history.
You know that he's serious when he opens his eyes.
Protect you. I will take the mantle and become father of our kin.
Yeah, hey, I doubt it. Alright. Level 70. Okay, so it's good that we did some of that grinding then. Alright, gotta go Monado Shield. We're gonna get rid of the Andos first, because I feel like those require our attention immediately. A lot of debuffs. Oh, they're playing the good music. It sucks that like the battle music is good when you can't hear it over everything else. Alright, here we go. Any day now. There we go.
Prospectors, do it now!
How much does that do? Easy clap. Easy clap. That took like no time at all.
I know I am not wrong. I'm not.
You are.
I will spare you. Just be gone from my sight.
no! Idiots!
The crown is mine now.
Talon! This is hell!
Better safe than sorry. The pure blood meets its end today.
I know he's not about to kill a child. And there it is.
Are you okay, Talon?
Oh, Telethia.
Telethia here. Damn.
Wait, is that Telethia? Wait, what if that Telethia is his mother? Oh, no, there it is. That would probably make the most sense. How was Melia the one unconscious when she had summoned Aqua?
She's all right.
Like, she would logically be better off than Shulk. Also, it's raining. The
I'm
rain could
sorry.
probably help.
I couldn't save the future.
So the future is disconnected. I feel lied to. I want my $60 back, Nintendo. Actually, I'm pretty sure I got this for 40. Oh, look, she's not dead.
Melia!
Congratulations.
Kino, you did it! Applause.
Where?
We're in Radsom's house. The lab went up in flames.
Is that really a house, though? I feel like,
The lab.
yeah, that looks more like a tent.
I'm sorry, Teelan.
That is not a good
I failed
shot.
you.
Miss Melia.
You damn fool! What possessed you to do that? What happened to safeguarding the future of the High Entia? And bringing our brethren back home, were those just words to you? You should think long and hard about what the death of a leader would mean for us.
Come on, big sis. That's enough.
Don't defend her. This idiot child.
I had to.
What?
To protect it at all cost. The research.
How can you be so fixated on that?
Our salvation lies therein. I believe it now.
Melia!
And yet, ultimately it was for naught. I
So-
caused trouble for everyone.
So you acknowledge the research is significant for the future of the race,
That's not true.
but then you judge Melia for trying to save the research
Left of the research to continue.
and yell at her
And also,
by...
here,
Okay, so you yell at Melia for trying to save the research
it's the book you carried
that is
back to the
needed
fire. Bring it
to...
house?
that is needed for the future of the
This
race.
time, we found it in the tomb.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
book that started my research.
Tyree is a hypocrite, is what I'm saying.
Tyrea can carry on with our work. Sis, are you with me?
Yeah, right. We can study the problem until we make some headway.
Miss Melia? Thank you.
Likewise.
Teelan. Tyrea.
You've only just woken up. Come on, we'll let you rest.
Yes. Thank you.
What that for? Kino used triple snooze for sweet dreams. That seemed extremely excessive.
Nopon-based comic relief is the best kind of comic relief.
This might just be what we need to defeat the Fog King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling better?
Yes. Much better now.
What a relief.
Miss Melly good as new. Kino saved day again. Less braggy, please.
Friends, I'm sorry I worried you. And I abused your hospitality. Please forgive me.
No. You saved this place and we owe you. Big time. This was the least I could do.
I will not stop now.
So how about that
I
year's
swear to
worth
do
of
what I
sweet
can
wasabi
for the
then?
good of Grandel.
I appreciate it. Just don't go running yourself ragged for us.
I promise. We seem to be missing Tyrea.
Oh, if you're looking for her, she figured the fog beasts might strike again, so she went out on patrol.
The likes of us aren't exactly trained for battle, so really, any help is welcome.
You're right. I feel sorry for any beasts that wander into Tyrea's path. By the way, did I hear you mention something about defeating the Fog King?
All thanks to our friend's research.
Is that so?
Quite.
A sterling achievement, Teelan.
Just an accident.
Still, even so, your devotion to your mother may well have saved our future. All right. What do we have to do? How do we defeat the Fog King?
I just realized there might have been a bit of echo on the audio, and with that, I
That's because
apologize.
The ether's concentration was too low.
For some reason, like
Concentration?
desktop audio
Down when adults talking, dum
or
dum.
like
We're keeping
the
bored.
the capture card audio
Me wondering,
and the
why did
Streamlabs
Fog
alerts go
disappear?
through the same audio
We've
track, and I've been
got
trying to
lighter.
change it. I can't figure out how.
The
So, I need to
intensity of
fix
the
that.
wind's rays exceeded the density of the Telethia's ether field.
None of that makes any sense to me. How is the density connected to the Fog King?
If we could put up an ether field denser than the Telethia's, the Fog King will become vulnerable.
How does one put up an ether field? Secondly,
Magic.
how does one obtain such highly concentrated ether?
The highly concentrated
I
ether
think this
store.
guy will do the job with a little tinkering.
In that case, it's just a matter of gathering up enough high-purity ether crystals, except...
Except what?
Those kinds of ether crystals are extremely rare. I'm not sure where I'd even start looking.
And let me guess, it's going to be very nearby and
None
convenient.
at all around here.
Oh, cheer up, all of you. It is not a foregone conclusion. And in any scenario, if we cannot defeat the Fog King without them, we will have to keep looking until we find them.
True enough.
Good. Then let us start by asking around.
Hey!
Yay! Alright, so we gotta ask the militia about high ether crystals. Hi, ether crystals. Hello, crystals. Alright, let's accept all of these side quests.
Hey,
Do I even have to read them? I already know. Oh my god, I'm level 69. Can we get a nice in the chat, please? It's funny sex number. Laugh. Yes, thank you for the nice. Alright. I don't know. Because I'm on the internet, I'm internet funny man, so I'm obligated to laugh at the number 69. It's my job. I get paid to do that. I don't, actually.
Uh-oh.
Don't like grown-ups? Oh, for the love of God.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
What about Kino?
Uh-oh.
Alright. And then we talk to more people.
Hi.
Hello, small person.
Hi.
Yeah, so all these side quests I'm just going to do off stream because there is a lot. But I figured it would be nice to do a bit of future proofing. We have to keep switching out party members just to accept quests. This is a little irritating. Alright, perfect. We already got some stuff. Cool. Now let's actually talk to the militia. See what they know.
What's up?
Of course they know nothing. Alright, let's quickly hop down here. We're gonna grab a Pororo's favorite real quick. Or do whatever this is. Why do I... Hungry for friend who joined Rudodo in Dino War? There we are. Alright, I don't know any of what happened there, but we're just gonna roll with it. And then area maps. Good God, I have a lot of shit to do here. Alright, there we go. You, Mr. Bridge guy, what do you know about crystal thing? The crystal meth.
Let's keep it brief.
Oh, good that we came up here. HP up 4. Okay, that's decent, I guess. Probably gonna give that to Kino. Yeah. Yeah, you'll probably benefit from that. Okay, yeah, 5,000 HP, that, yeah. Great idea. Alright, apparently down here. So we're going to the very bottom of the map. You know, looking around these environments kind of reminds me of that conversation about how, like, every game kind of looks like Breath of the Wild. I don't know if anybody else has been seeing that, but it seems like every, like, open world game ever is just being compared to Breath of the Wild. Like, does anyone else find that a little irritating? Like, it's just like the whole Dark Souls thing. Whenever a game provides any, like, level of challenge, it's instantly a Souls-like. Like Cuphead, it's like the Dark Souls of platforming or something. I don't know if anybody else has been seeing that, but with, like, Breath of the Wild. Like, they've been comparing the new Kirby, they've been comparing Pokemon Legends, and there's like a third. Pokemon Legends, Kirby, and Sonic Frontiers. They, like, all of them, like, any conversation around them is just, oh wow, it's just like Breath of the Wild. Like, no. Breath of the Wild didn't invent the concept of an open world. I mean, granted, it did it well. I will never not, you know, give Breath of the Wild that recognition, but, like, I don't know. Like, it just feels weird. It's kind of been bugging me lately. Alright, so now we have to search for a high ether crystal. I guess we... Oh, wow. Okay, we can level up the arts. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, while we're here. Yeah, max everything out. Shield. Hammer beat, sure. I'm just gonna level up the ones I use. Angry, sure. How this leveling go? I wish I could, like... I wish the game would ask you how many levels you want to go up and then just use the points automatically, because this just feels kind of tedious to scroll through. Just me? Probably just me. Come on. Can I button mash any faster? Let's see, where do we have to go now? All the way over here. Okay, so we have to go through here anyway, where the Ponspector was. So I think we'll start exploring here. Pillar Knoll. Because I think that's where we're going to find... Oh my god. The answer was basically written on the wall. Also, my friend is playing SMT5. That looks good. I still need to play SMT. I've heard that it's good. But money... But also time. I don't know. If anyone's tried Shin Megami Tensei 5, let me know how it is. So we get rid of this big chungus of a bird. I'm just spamming skills at this point because they are so low level that it doesn't even matter to me. Oh, we're sleeping. Fun. Love that. Love that for me. Oh, shit. Oh. What am I worried about? Team physical defense down. Alright, and boom. How? And dead. Easy clap. I feel like I'm just stealing that from Linkus 7. The hover stone. Okay, I thought it was another one of Peroro's favorites. We take those. Oh shit. Oi. Oh, we could have just teleported it right there. That would have been a good idea. Alright. Now let's finally get the show on the road. Now that I'm, you know, using my head a little bit, I know where the hell I'm going, mostly. See all these little ponies, ponios. Ponyo. Like the movie, the Studio Ghibli. Please send all death threats to my Twitter. Alright, there is a quest item over here. Do we have to defeat this enemy? No, but I could do that. There is an item, though. Alright. Can I just, like... There we go. Just evade these things. I wish there was, like, a stealth gem that you could have where it's, like, decreases your visibility to enemies. Because it's... See, this is what I'm talking about. Really don't want to have to deal with your shit. That took like no time, but I really just don't want to have to do that. All right. Should be an item like right up here. It's being guarded by a burb. Oh, that's a big boy up there. Oh, that's gonna be a bitch to take down. Ah, crap. Alright, this looks like a special enemy. Oh, wow, that is actually kind of bulky. Let's go for the days. Perfect, alright. Perfect, we got the Days. Days Clan? Perfect. Alright. Now, what is this item? Let me guess. Another Pro's favorite? What could be... Oh, shit. This could be a big whoopsie. Okay, this could actually be kind of bad. Alright, there we go. Now, let's take this down. Oh my god. Okay, this is pretty challenging. Okay, thank god. Thank god. Let's go for the area attack here. Nice! Alright, that was beautifully done. Honestly, the Ponspectors are getting real strong, and I love it. Okay, now we need to go to the other side. Those Fog Beasts do put up a good challenge, though. So definitely make sure you're doing a bit of grinding first. Alright, grab this over here. Hoverstone. So many, like, random items in the overworld that we need for quests. Like, we're just completing quests without even realizing it. Kilo Pumpkin. See, that's a big turtle over there. Satoral Torta. Oh, like Satoral Mamma Mia, that's a big boy. Gamaro Hollow. Custodia barrel dart. Okay, that looks challenging. And also we missed an item over here. Oh, that explains a lot. All right. They're vision based too. Oh god. This could be a nightmare. Or we can get off scot-free. All right. I like this. That's a W in my book. I love being a coward. I'll totally be open about it. I could be a total friggin' coward when it comes to RPGs like that. Congenial cause. Alright, the Forbidden Hushland. Emphasis on hush because, wow, it is very quiet, but also, hey! Ponspecting! Fuck you doing over here?
You speak to Nanona? Brave mortal.
Why, Crocodile Dundee? Alright, what does this say? Defeat the Thingamajigger 13. I'm assuming that's what is in here? Oh no, it's a side quest. Old Expedition HQ.
Welcome.
Looks like a mechana. I know I probably shouldn't be skipping this text, but I really just don't have the capacity to like go through all of it. Alright, so it seems to be a lot of like a camera quest of some kind. But what's really worth my time is this ether deposit. Because we love shiny red things. Shiny things at all. I don't discriminate. Weapon power 4. Ooh. That could be dangerous. In a good way. That could be like a good kind of dangerous. I think I want to explore the rest of this and get back up to a story point. I think then we'll end it off for the episode. But it's been cool exploring a lot of the world. I can't wait to see what level I am after all the side quests. I'll be doing this off stream. I'll try not to do the Ponspecting stuff off stream, but you know, things happen. Where? Oh, hi, bird. Maybe I should host him after this.
It's over.
Nene need more! More! Kino plus psychics are non-defeatable! Ahoo!
Okay, a lot of enemies. I'll try to dodge, like, some of them at least. It's the birds that really catch me by surprise, because they just swoop down from the trees. You know, I mentioned earlier that I wish there was like oh, see what I mean? Here it is. Like earlier I mentioned like a stealth like gem. I'm starting to feel like we've gotten one of those before. If anyone seems to know, let me know in the chat.
We win! Winning just come natural to Kino. Did Nene knock off socks?
Did Nene knock off these nuts? Alright, what do we got over here? Or a heal. Oh, nice. Recovery up 4. Yes. What the hell are you? Dinosaurus. Okay, they're not even hiding it. Alright. So we're just about there at the ruins. Really hoping they don't see me. Please don't see me, please don't see me, please don't see me. Oh, thank God. I was gonna shit yourself. Don't ask how that would work. Oh, low battery. Well then. Quarry Colonnade. Here we are. I think this might be a good time to call it off. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we're gonna check out this quarry, whatever it's called. You saw the words. So with all that said and done, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow my Twitch in the description below so you can chat with me when I am live next. I might go live tomorrow. Depends how much progress I get done on the Game Awards video, because I want to make sure like I'm getting stuff done. I want to make sure I have more content for YouTube because, you know, I'm going to have the Game Awards video. I want to work on the emulation video. And I'm going to have the Xenoblade highlights for when this series is done. So I have a lot of YouTube content on the back burner, and I really just want to, like, tackle that. So, you know, we'll see. Content updates will be in my Discord server and on my Twitter. So I recommend following me on either of those platforms. But that's going to be it for me. I will see you all in the next episode.